All right, everyone, welcome to the weekly Ardent sales training. These are going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about them. We've put a lot of time into them, and they're really going to help you succeed when that summer comes around. There's a drastic difference between those people who attend these trainings and those who don't, especially in the first month of the summer. The summer is incredibly short. It doesn't always feel that way, but 4 months is not a lot of time to make your income for the whole year. And you can make great income in that time and learn a lot of really important things over that summer. But the more you can learn now, the more you'll grow and produce during the summer. So make these a priority. We expect everyone to be here every Thursday, 7 p.m., both in the Provo office and the Rexburg office. We'll also send out Zoom links to those people who can't attend. But make these a priority. This is going to make a big difference for your summer and ultimately for your life. I was just talking to a sales rep a couple minutes ago and helping him understand that the money he's going to make this summer is awesome. And that is great. And he's excited about that. But more important than that is the skill set that you're going to bring, that you'll learn and you'll be able to bring to other aspects of your life. That will make more difference than any amount of money you'll make this summer. So definitely take the time to learn the craft. These preseason training meetings are super important. Before we go too much further, I want to pause right here. I'll actually ask the team leaders hosting these meetings to actually pause the video here in a second. But we want to make sure everybody has two things: access to our Slack channel. That's where we do all of our communication. And then number two is access to Ardent University, which is hosted by a website called My Roadmap. So you might hear it referred to as both. But Ardent University is got everything you need. It's got the sales almanac in it, which has the manual, it's got pitch videos, it's got trainings by myself and team leaders, franchise owners, equity partners, everybody. It's got a lot of really great content in there, and it's going to really help you. So make sure you have access to that so you can start getting into this stuff before the summer even starts. Think about it as a 100-meter sprint. You know, if you're sprinting 100 meters, but you get to start, a couple seconds before the other people, you're going to do a whole lot better. Or, maybe you start a couple feet in front of them. You're going to do much better in the race. Same thing applies here. Take advantage of this opportunity, because these times right here in the preseason, that's really what separates good from great. You can really get over that learning curve super quick. Ardent University will be a huge help for that, these training meetings, and then make sure you have the Slack channel as well so that you can get all this feedback, all the communication from your team leaders and from corporate and everybody like that. So go ahead and pause the video right now, team leaders. Make sure that everyone has access to these two things that are on those two platforms, and then we'll jump into the training. That's sufficient. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the training. I want to talk about finding your why. That's an expression we hear a lot in the sales industry, both in door-to-door and sales in general, and then just in the world, especially with entrepreneurs, startups. There's this, if you've ever read a book by Simon Sinek, it's a very popular phrase of, you need to know your why. And what does that really mean? It basically, you need to know your motivation. You need to know that intrinsic driver for you that's going to keep you working when times get tough. Before we jump into how to find that, let's talk about why you should find your why. And that's kind of what I was alluding to just now, is that times are going to be tough. This summer is going to be hard. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be rewarding in a lot of ways, but it's going to be really hard. There will be days where it's 110 degrees and 85% humidity. And if you don't have a strong why, you're not going to be able to get out of that car and go knock doors. You're going to just sit in the AC. When you go through 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 people in a row telling you no, if you don't have a strong why, you're just going to sit on your curb. But those people who have that intrinsic motivator, that deep why that's built into their heart, into their mind, they're going to get up, they're going to keep going, they're going to go to that 21st door and get a sale. Finding your why, having done this for almost a decade, I think is the most important thing you can do for your summer. Anytime I'll just say that. There's nothing you can do that is more important than this right here. That's figuring out what your why is. So I want to do a little bit of a experiment with you, work through a process here. And basically we want you to ask that question, answer that question of why are you out here this summer? Or why are you going to go out this summer? And once you add that, write that answer down. I find personally for myself, it's better to handwrite it. I get more out of it. But you could also do on a computer, your phone, whatever. But answer that question, why are you out this summer? And then we're going to go through what I call the 5 whys. And that's just a process. We're going to ask ourselves that question of why 5 times. So why are you out here this summer? I'll reference a real conversation I had with a rep. I asked him, why are you out this summer? He said, I'm here to make money. And that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. Money is why most of us are here. It's a great reason. Let me rephrase that. It is a good reason to be here, but it's not a great reason. It's not a deep enough reason. It might be powerful enough for you. It's just not deep enough. It's not specific enough. So let me illustrate that. Maybe your motivator is to find money. It could be to learn a skill set, which I think is probably more valuable even than the money. It could be a number of things. But if you answer the question of why are you going out this summer and you say, I need to make money, then you ask yourself that follow-up question, the second one, why again? Why? Oh, I'm here to make money to pay for school. Okay, why? Oh, I want to go to school so that I can provide for my family. Oh, so I can get a good job. Okay, why? So I can provide for my family. Why? So that, we can focus on things more important than money. We can serve other people, whatever it is, ask yourself these questions and really dig deep into the why. And quite honestly, most of you probably don't know the real reason you're going out this summer. And this will be really helpful for you to really dig deep and go through this. So I want you to do that now, individually or in a group. Go through your why and kind of dig deeper. But you're also going to take some time probably. Most people are not going to get this in one sitting. It's probably going to take a week or so of really going through this, pondering, meditating, praying, thinking, whatever it is to help you understand what your real motivator is, because that is going to really push you when times get hard in the summer, and it's going to help you reach your goals unlike anything else. I can stand up here, I can be the most motivating person in the world, but if you don't have your why nailed down and cemented, it's not going to do anything. It will just be, a sugar high. The why is true, consistent. That will keep you going. So take time right now, ask yourself that question. Why am I going out this summer? Then ask yourself the second time, why am I doing that? Or why is that important to me? And then why, and why, and why, at least 5 times. Go through that. I mean, you might find that the one that resonates most with you is maybe your second or third. Some people might find it's like your 9th or 10th, but regardless, do at least 5 to really make sure you're thinking through this. And maybe do it a couple times. Really figure out your why, because that will make the difference between a mediocre salesperson and an amazing salesperson. That'll make the difference between someone who has a good summer and someone who has an incredible summer. Whatever that means for you and whatever it is you're hoping to get out of it, it's going to mean a lot more once you solidify that why. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you all next week, and keep it up. Thanks so much.